moving. See, he's striking.
Yeah, you're not coming up the stick. And it's crashing.
Alright, we're here in coastal Texas, and we're looking for a bunch of different snakes. It's really windy. I don't know if you can hear me. We're doing this really quickly. Stop moving. See, he's striking over and over again.
Right here, we have the eastern copperhead. And recently we just had a video where we found the broad banded copperhead. And this is just a beautiful, probably a yearling. And he is a stunner. I've seen a ton of little toads and little frogs out hopping around tonight, and so I'm sure that's what this guy right here is after. Now this is such a cool snake. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. He is constantly striking at this hook right here. He's kind of stopped since I've got him off the path. But yeah, this is a gorgeous snake right here. Copperheads, they take advantage of a lot of different stuff on the menu. So they'll take advantage of cicadas. I've been seeing a lot of toads, a lot of frogs, lizards, and I believe that they're even documented to eat snakes. Which one's more dangerous? The copperhead or the cottonmouth?
And I'll talk a lot more about this when we get to the cottonmouths.
Now that is a stunning snake. He's finally starting to sit still. And I'm really excited that I get to show off another type of copperhead. And I am sweating. I don't know if you can see that, but it is super, super hot. I'm not sure if I'm in frame. I don't know if I am, but feels like 100% humidity and it's like 90 degrees. I'm about to let this guy go back off in the brushes and we'll let him get to it. I'm here and I'm in the Houston, Texas area, and we're looking for all sorts of snakes. And I think we're going to do a rundown of which one is more dangerous, the copperhead or the cottonmouth. And we already found the copperhead, so let's see if we can find the cottonmouth. I know they're in this area, and I think this snake was going to be the harder one to find. So let's keep on looking. There's a lot of movement going on and a lot of different noises. So I think we'll see more stuff, but you never know. And we could also pick up on another night. I'm excited to bring you along though. This is a really beautiful area. It's like 90 degrees, it's super humid, but there is so much life. So let's continue on. Okay, right here, we just came across the cottonmouth. This is such a cool snake. And this is my first one ever. And a question that is definitely going to be asked is, which one is worse? The cottonmouth or the copperhead? And to me, it depends on where you're at. The copperhead has definitely better camouflage. Yeah, you're not coming up the stick. Definitely has better camouflage. He's really actually doing a pretty good job working his way up the stick. Oh, there he goes. He's really starting to come down. I really can't get the camera too wet. Alright, so it's hard to really show this snake right now because it is really raining. I try to cover the camera to not let it get wet. But this is a Northern Cottonmouth. Such a cool find. I'm really excited that we were able to find him. And one of the questions that might be asked right now is, which one is worse? Well, they're both potentially fatal when it comes to bites. And neither are really likely going to kill you if you get to the hospital in a friendly manner. So if you can get there quick enough, there's not really too much to worry about. You can definitely tell where the snake's at in the grass. He doesn't really blend in too well, like the Copperhead, where if it's in a pile of leaves, he just disappears. Now this is a little juvenile. He still has a yellowish green tint to part of his tail. So, pretty cool. I'm gonna let him go just because I'm getting soaked and I can't leave the camera out here for too long. But this is definitely a really cool find for us. And we'll just let him continue on into these high grass.
This is where I have to do a voiceover because the wind was just terrible. This was a fairly large American alligator that I had to get out of the car to move it off the road. This is a pretty good looking Gulf salt marsh snake. Decided really just to get rid of all of the sound, but pretty much what I'm saying right here is we have a salt marsh snake and that there is a lot of American alligators right next to the water where I'm standing, and they are everywhere. And I was pretty much saying this is a pretty cool snake and really just don't really feel like getting bit or mussed on. That's kind of why I'm holding it the way I am. And pretty neat species with his lines on his back, and it was a really cool find. And this is a non-venomous snake that is pretty aquatic and inhabits a lot of these coastal salt marshes and brackish waters, all the way from like the Gulf of Mexico, like Texas to Florida. They actually give birth to live young, and right here you're saying don't get too close to the edge because there's an alligator right there, but they give birth to live young, and they're primarily nocturnal, and they eat a lot of fish, crabs, shrimp, and other invertebrates. And these snakes really don't get that big. Probably maxing out at about 3 feet, and I would say on average, probably around 2 feet. And if I had a guess, that would probably be some sort of wolf spider that's been hanging out next to him for most of this clip here. And now we're going to just let him go back off hunting for his invertebrates or fish. And I'm about to show the alligator that came up pretty close and eventually kind of moved away. And when I say they were everywhere, they were absolutely everywhere. You could just shine your light and see the eyes shine from everywhere. The wind was also so terrible when we found this snake. And this right here is a Northern Cottonmouth. And he was just flattened up, balled up in the road when we came across him. We happened to road cruise this one while we were going home. Neither of the cottonmouths that we found in this video really showed their defensive behavior of where they open their mouth and show how white it is. Would have been pretty cool to see, but still nonetheless really cool to see this snake. So right here I was kind of finishing up the debate of which one's more dangerous, the cottonmouth or the copperhead. And there's studies saying that the cottonmouth has potentially a more potent venom. But with that being said, there is far more cases of people being bitten from copperheads than cottonmouths. So I still will stand by that I think copperheads are more dangerous because they just blend in and there's far more cases of people being bitten by them. They love to be around wooded areas where people love to live. Not a lot of people want to be in the swamp and the wetlands where the cottonmouth is usually found. And with that being said, there since there's far more cases of people being bitten by copperheads, there has been more deaths by copperheads, and neither really have a super potent venom. If you get to the hospital in a timely manner, it is likely that you're going to be just fine. And most importantly, just don't handle these venomous snakes, especially with your hands. And if you're in an area with any venomous snakes, really, just make sure that you are watching where you step. And just got this guy off the road, and now it's definitely time to get out of here. It was late. There's a tropical storm coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.